how to articulate with confidence when you are speaking. The word articulate is a verb, and it means to be able to say something clearly and easily. So you see, there are two components of articulating with confidence. There is the easy part, and then there is the clear part. Let's take a look at the clear part. Clear, being able to say something clearly, means that you are able to provide clarity. You can provide clarity so that who you are speaking with can understand what you are saying, but first it understands with you yourself must have clarity on what you are saying, because nothing becomes dynamic in speech before it first becomes clear in your thoughts, right? So being able to be clear about it means that the people who hear you speaking can understand. The other component is easily. Right? What does easily means? It means that you're able to say it easily and they can understand it equally as easily as you can say it. So there are two components of articulating with confidence, right? So that is the verb articulate, right? Articulate is the adjective, right? So the verb articulate, the adjective articulate. Articulate refers to a person. It describes a person who is able to speak easily and clearly. It describes a person who is articulate, who is articulating clearly. So you can see that when you say articulate, it is the adjective, articulate is a verb. The difference is just in the way that you enunciate the second vowel of the A, articulate versus articulate. Articulate is the verb, articulate is the adjective. So let's look at how do you articulate or become an articulate individual when you are speaking so that you can come across as being confident. And that's what I want to share with you in this video. And by the way, if you enjoy my content, if this topic of speaking and articulating is important to you, then give me a like, a thumbs up below. And as well, if you haven't done so already, follow my channel. Very often, every single week, I always upload a new video speaking and articulating, on how to develop confidence, on how do you portray any technical conversation pieces, how do you convey the conversational pieces. So remember to subscribe to my channel so you can be notified every time I upload a new video like this topic. So then the question becomes, how do you achieve both? Easily and clearly when you want to articulate with confidence. How do you achieve both, right? The first part comes with easily. Let's address that one first. If you want to easily convey what you want to convey, no matter how technical that is, right? The first thing is to be able to speak in a way that they can understand. So that means to be able to speak in conversational language. Conversational language means that you are using words that are at a grade 5 reading level or lower. And it doesn't matter if you are speaking to a room full of people who have PhDs, or if you're speaking to lawyers and doctors. If you will find a way to communicate your content at a grade 5 reading level or lower, then it makes it easy for you to convey and easy for your audience to understand. Right? And so there has been a study, right? There's been a study that from a friend that I know of, who did a research project where he looked at all the presidents of the United States. And he looked at the ones that were elected and the ones that were not. He looked at the ones that were favorites and the ones that were not. And time again, consistently, all throughout history, those ones that were elected, those ones that were also the people's favorite, their speeches were always at a grade 5 reading level or lower. And it's because people resonate. It's because it's conversational. It's because with that language, it is easy to connect with people and they know that you are talking to them. They don't have to decipher what you're trying to say. They don't have to feel like you're trying to impress them. You don't have to feel like you have to impress them. So that is the first arena. If you want to easily be able to convey your message, is to speak at a grade 5 reading level or lower. It means using conversational language, as though you would speak with your friend. If you're speaking with your friends at a coffee dinner or at a birthday party, you're not going to use, 4 to 5 to 6 syllable words. Right? It's conversational. People converse. People look for connection. People want to know that you want to impact them, not that you're always constantly trying to impress them. Right? So that's the first thing. The second thing is about how do you modulate your voice? This is all about intonation. Now, what is intonation? Intonation involves two things. First of all, it is your tonality and it is the pitch of your voice. The tonality of your voice, it speaks to the natural rise and fall, right? The intonation and the tonality, it speaks to how your voice rises and falls with each words that you speak in a sentence. If you will listen to my voice, or if you replay this video or watch some of my other videos on speaking and on communication, you will notice that my voice does not stay in one tone, right? My voice rises and falls with every word that I say, like educate, intonation. You can see it goes up and down constantly. And that creates the feeling of being human. It also creates the emotions. If I am conveying emotions, whenever we convey emotions, we always exercise our tonality, right? We exercise our pitch as well. Pitch is when the how high or how low your voice naturally is. Some people speak at a higher pitch than others or at a lower pitch than others, but you have control over what pitch that you speak at. So sometimes when you are speaking and you want to express a certain point, that's where you have control to change your pitch. That's when you have control to make sure your tonality is natural. And when you do so, even if you yourself don't feel confident, you come across as being confident. And I will guarantee that if you will practice, if you will learn how to control your voice, if you will learn how to modulate your voice and pay attention, be aware to the rise and fall, the natural rise and fall of your voice, no matter what you say, even if you stumble, even if you stutter, even if you forget a word and you have to pause and think about it, you will still come across as confident. So that is why this is uncommon advice on how to articulate with confidence when you are speaking. It's not about it's not about honing your vocabulary. It's not about trying to impress them. It's not about, having such wow factor in the way that you present yourself. It is simply in being able to easily and articulate what you have to say. And the first step, the most important one to do so when you want to convey it with confidence, is to modulate your voice. How you say it, the tonality, the intonation, the pitch of your tone. If you listen to my videos, especially the ones on speaking, go back and listen to those and pay attention to how I control my voice. Pay attention to how I utilize intonation, pitch, and tone every time I deliver a video to you, and you will see why it is that I sound confident, why it is that I sound articulate, why is it that it sounds smooth. It's because of the way that I'm modulating my voice. Now, over time, watch what happens. In the beginning, you may not feel confident, and that is okay. You don't feel confident, you're still kind of reserved. What are they thinking about me? What's going to happen? What are they going to say about me? You may still feel that way, but here's the thing. When you exercise this advice, you will come across as confident. And over time, what's going to happen is that you can look back on the truth of what you've accomplished, on the truth of what you have achieved as a result of your communication. And that experience will serve to also elevate your confidence. So it's an upward spiral in confidence. Now, if you are serious about receiving more strategies on how to do this, if you are serious in wanting to have professional help in developing your tone, in developing your pitch, in helping you to modulate your voice, if you are serious about having the professional help to elevate your confidence, then I invite you to look below this video. There's going to be a link, and that link is an application. You see, it's an application for you to come into my coaching program to work with me. And I am serious. If you are serious about this, then I'm serious that I will serve you. I will help you every step of the way, right? So if you're serious about receiving that professional help, then click on the link below. It will lead you to an application. And that's where you can apply to see if you qualify to work with me as your coach and as your mentor, right? When you learn how to articulate effectively, when you learn how to be and master the skill set of communication, that's when you can take your career to a whole new level. That's when you can build your legacy. That's when you can pass on the knowledge, your wisdom to other people. And that's when you can really feel fulfilled in what you have achieved in your career and in your life. So if that's you and you're serious about this, then click the link below, and I hope to see you on the inside.